look forward to and something to be proud of in this great community. You know, today we tear down what's no longer useful to us here in the community. But in doing so, we bring back hope, safety, and proud neighborhoods throughout our city of Flint. In 1960, Atherton East was built as a part of Flint's urban renewal. But for decades of uninvestment and neglect, it went down. But today we close that chapter. I want to be very blunt about thanking our partners, CS Mott and HUD, to finance this level of project. I want to thank the Flint Housing Commissioner under the leadership of David Northern and Ashley Harris and all the board of directors, because it's a level of partnership that takes this to execution where we can definitely make our neighborhoods stronger and beautify the city of Flint. This project shows where we are. The sounds that you hear, the beeps and the trucks moving right now, that's the sound of progress. That's the sound of Flint moving forward. That's the sound of a soul being placed back into our communities and back into our neighborhoods for our future and for our children. We're making new developments each and every day. The level of partnerships is required. Just not the financial support, but the level of like-minded thinkers that's moving our community forward. We stand here proudly in the 9th Ward of the city of Flint. But definitely the invisible borders throughout our full city, we are just one city, and what defines us is how we rise. And today is a proud day for all Flint residents. When we talk about health and housing, this really speaks to what it is. And so with that, I want to turn it back over to my friend, David Northern. I want to commend him again, him and Ashley, the president and vice president, for doing such a magnificent work in this field. I'm so very proud to make him an honorary Flintstone, because he has been putting in the work in a very short time, and definitely we are the benefactors of it. So God bless you and thank you.
Thank you for that, Mayor. Totally appreciate the kind words. Next, I would like to bring up an individual that was raised here. I think her grandmother lived here, and she was part of the fabric of this community, and still doing great things here in the city as the 7th Ward Councilwoman. Councilwoman Michelle.
I understand. That's why we just say Candace, because I'm okay with it. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Candace Shad, Vice President of the Flint City Council. But before I was ever the Vice President of the Flint City Council, or even consider politics, I was a little kid running around right over there somewhere now, because it's all gone, but my grandmother was here for the bulk of my life. And so I had an opportunity to be a part of history, to be one of the people who can stand here today and tell you what this site meant to so many others. And one of the things we know that is if you live long enough, you have an opportunity to become a part of history, a rich fabric of history. And while this might be difficult to see today, I do want to say, if you live long enough, you also have a chance to build history. And so on this day, I want to commend Director Northern, I want to commend Ms. Harris, and thank you to CS Mott, everyone that works hard at the Flint Housing Commission, our mayor for being the visionary that he is, and knowing that while this part of the history might be over, we're building new history. And this is progress once again here in Flint that I am proud to be a part of. So while we say farewell to Atherton East Apartments, we will have an opportunity to say welcome to new development. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Councilwoman. What you said is so right. At this time, I'm going to bring up our contractor, Vahid Razar. Come on up, sir. Say a few words.
All right, guys. So I'm Vahid with Razar Demolition. So I'm a demolition contractor for this project. I'm just going to say we come from Chicago, and we were most welcome when we come to Flint. And actually, my wife is from Flint. But they were very nice with us, so I'm going to be so thankful for Flint Housing Authority and City of Flint for all the cooperation that they had with us since the beginning of the project.
Thank you for that. celebrating new construction, getting rid of old properties is something that's really responsible. A lot of times individuals or property owners, they walk away and just leave the property as an eyesore and an ill for a community and a haven for drugs. Individuals as homeless may sleep in there. And it's unsafe things. So what we're doing today is part of being responsible to the community, being responsible to the residents, being responsible to the fabric of what Flint really is. And so I'm thankful that I'm able to be a part of that. At this time, I would like to invite up Dominique Strong, Vice President of the Flint Housing Commission Board.
Greetings and good evening. Just want to thank you all for taking your time out of your busy day to come and celebrate with us today. So as someone who grew up in Howard Estates, I know firsthand what public housing means to families in Flint. It was more than a place to live. It was a community that shaped who I am. And those that know who I am, you know who I am. Today, standing here as the Vice President of the board, I am proud to be part of the change that clears away the eyesores of the past, and makes the room for safe, affordable housing that our most vulnerable neighbors deserve. This moment is not just about a demolition. It's more about transformation. Together with the City of Flint and our partners, along with housing, we are raising the standard of performance and service. We are building stronger communities, healthier neighborhoods, wherever families have the chance to thrive. Thank you for allowing me to serve and give back to the community that gave so much to me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Strong. So that's allowing our program to come to an end. Before we end, I just want to give a few moments to say that we're going to have some photo opportunities for anybody that want to take a photo, whether you're a part of the team of the city or not. This is a celebration, and we want to celebrate this opportunity. Before I get off the mic, I want to recognize a few more people. If you're with the Flint Housing Commission team, please stand up. Thank you for all the hard work you've done. Thank you for the young ladies who are part of our team and the gentleman in the back that's part of our team that put this celebration together, that made this celebration look beautiful, so we can come out here and celebrate the progress that we're making. It's time to move on, and so let's start the engines up. There we go. It started up now. Let's get it going. So again, we're going to organize and allow people to take pictures and ask any questions they want to ask. Before I end this mic, do anyone have any questions, general questions?
Actually, a question for Mr. Razar. Mr. Razar. Hi. Are there any challenges when it comes to tearing down buildings like this from this age, asbestos, lead paint? I mean, what have you had to deal with this?
So every demolition project, when you start it, they're going to have testing as far as asbestos goes. So they make sure that everything is clear. That was taken care of Flint Housing. So the asbestos contractor basically was working in front of us. He was clearing the building, and then we go and tear it out. So basically, whatever we demo, it was all clean material.
I just wonder, who owns the property and how will it be redeveloped if it will be redeveloped?
Well, the property will remain in the ownership of the Flint Housing Commission. As far as redevelopment of the property, it's on a floodplain, and so right now the goal is to make sure that we secure the property, maintain the property, and hopefully years from now we can develop on it. I know the floods usually happen in the far back, so we have property up front that we may have the opportunity to redevelop. But again, the Flint Housing Authority remains owners of the property. Any other questions? All right. Well, thank you.
One more real quick.
It's fine.
When did the residents move out of the complex? How long ago? And if you could step back behind the microphone. Thank you.
2021, the Housing Authority started relocating residents. And part of the relocation, HUD gives us what we call tenant protection vouchers. And it provides moving expenses and housing for the tenants that choose to take a voucher and live independently in a rental property. And some also decide to come back to different property owned by the Flint Housing Commission. And when we build new properties, those residents have the first right of refusal to come back to those new properties if they're able. Any other questions? All right, well, we're going to pose for a few pictures. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Any media want to ask any questions after, feel free, just let us know. Thank you so much.
You don't work for us.